Welcome to Display of the Month. Here you'll find a highlighted display that can be found in the teen zone of the Toms River branch. This month we will be featuring Content warning. Some of the books mentioned in this video may not be suitable for everyone. Reader's discretion is advised. The Burning, Black Wall Street and the Tulsa Race Massacre of 1921. Written by Tim Madigan and adapted for young readers by Hilary Beard. In 1921, Dick Rowland was riding an elevator with a white woman when an audible scream was heard coming from the elevator. Rowland fled the scene, only to be arrested the following morning. It was alleged that Rowland had sexually assaulted the woman, infuriating white members of the community. A mob of angry white men gathered in the town. The sheriff refused to hand the man over to the public and instead barricaded the station to protect him. A group of armed black men joined, hoping to help the officers defend Dick Rowland. As the groups on either side began to grow, chaos ensued. Madigan sheds light on this dark day in history and emphasizes the continued need for social justice. Sadie by Courtney Summers. This book is written in multiple perspectives. On one side of our story, Sadie's world is set into a whirlwind when her sister Maddie is found dead. When the police drop the ball on the investigation, Sadie takes it into her own hands to find her sister's killer. On the other side of our story, we have West McCrae, a radio show host who begins working on a podcast tracking Sadie's journey. This book has a fantastic audiobook which brings the podcast to life and showcases the author's use of diverse characters. The Follower by Kate Dowdy. Everyone wants to be a social media influencer, the brand deals, the fancy cars, and the new flashy homes. But just as triplets Amber, Cecily, and Rudy move into their famous home renovating parents' newest project, they begin getting creepy messages from the follower. When what is thought to be admiration begins to turn more sinister, the siblings begin to fear that their lives may be in grave danger. Think of this as a modern-day haunted house. All of This Is True by Ligia Day Penaflor. When Long Island teens Miri, Soleil, Penny, and Jonah befriend a best-selling YA novelist, they find their deepest, darkest secrets in the pages of her next novel, with devastating consequences. This book is told from different perspectives, with interviews, journal entries, and book excerpts. The Box in the Woods by Maureen Johnson. The fourth book in the Truly Devious series, A Box in the Woods, brings us back to our main character Stevie Bell, who was recently notified of an unsolved murder in 1978 where 4 camp counselors were found deep in the woods. The new owner of the grounds proposes to Stevie that they work on the case and develop a true crime podcast about their findings. Twisty, turny, and just as engrossing as the rest of the series, A Box in the Woods is the perfect spooky season read. The Borden Murders, Lizzie Borden and the Trial of the Century by Sarah Miller. When Lizzie Borden screams for help, the maid and her neighbors are surprised to find her father murdered in their home. It's not long before her stepmother's body is found as well, with all signs pointing to Lizzie. Written like a narrative, this nonfiction book shares Lizzie's story with period photos, newspaper clippings, and images of the crime scene. It's left up to you to decide. Did Lizzie do it? Chase Darkness with Me, How One True Crime Writer Started Solving Murders by Billy Jensen. Journalist Billy Jensen shares his tips and tricks on becoming an investigative journalist in this true crime memoir. Goodreads shares, You'll ride shotgun as Billy identifies the Halloween mask murderer, finds a missing girl in the California redwoods, and investigates the only other murder in New York City on 9/11. You'll hear intimate details of the hunts for 2 of the most terrifying serial killers in history. Billy gives you the tools and the rules to help solve murders yourself. The Window by Amelia Brunskill. The Window is a compelling story about 2 twins, Anna and Jess. Anna and Jess couldn't be any more different, or at least that's how it seemed. When Anna falls to her death while trying to sneak out of the house, Jess begins to learn more about Anna's secrets. This book is expertly written and will keep you guessing the whole way through. When You Look Like Us by Pamela N. Harris. When a black girl goes missing in the projects, the local town doesn't bat an eye. Why? Simply because she's black. After time passes, her brother begins to fear the worst and begins searching high and low for Nick. You won't be able to put down this fast-paced, excellently developed book. Looking for more book recommendations? Check out our YA podcast, Waves of YA. New episodes come out every other Friday. Thank you for watching. Check back next month to see what books we'll be highlighting for November's Display of the Month.
Support public libraries. Like, share, and subscribe for more great videos.